Hello, and welcome to Two Up World Travels. This is our part two of our journey through Vietnam. Part one started at the border of Laos and ended at the city of Hanoi. Part two, which is this part, begins with us leaving Hanoi, traveling and visiting a number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and ending at the border of Cambodia. Hope you enjoy it. The cave was a beautiful place to walk through, nice and cool in the summer, and we came upon these women who were posing for somebody, and I just looked at them and smiled, and they posed for me. That's just one of the great things about travel. We finally reached Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and we had booked the ship in advance. It was a beautiful ship. It held over 100 people, and that day there was only 10 people that made a reservation. So we felt like we were being treated like VIPs, and it was a really special time. Smaller boats with fresh fruits, vegetables, and seafood would pull right up to the bigger ship, and we purchased some fresh shrimp, which they cooked for us right there on the boat. After a relaxing time on the ship, it was good to get back on the bike. We stopped to visit some sort of museum that had old warplanes and other memorabilia, and there just happened to be busloads of school children there. And so we interacted with them, and not speaking the language, we just, I don't know, kind of talked with them and took photos with them. It was a lot of fun. We visited the Vinh Moc tunnels. They say the villagers moved 2 whole villages underground to escape the bombing during the US-Vietnam War. And then they moved all the dirt by hand out into the bay at night so that the soldiers up in the plains couldn't see the red soil in the water to know where the villages were. It was really cramped. visited a U.S. Vietnam War museum, and it was kind of strange. This museum, from their point of view, the Vietnam were the heroes and the U.S. were kind of the enemy. We felt no animosity from the people as we were there now in these days, and they don't blame us for the war. It felt good to get back out on the road, and it was kind of a special day as it was my birthday. And at night after dinner, they surprised me with the birthday cake, and it was the first time that I ever ate a birthday cake with chopsticks. The next day, we visited the ancient city of Hue. This UNESCO World Heritage Site features palaces, temples, and gardens, and was once the political, cultural, and religious center of Vietnam. Being a portrait photographer and my specialty is families and groups, I offered the tour leader at the beginning of the tour to do a nice group photo when I found some kind of background where the lighting was good and the background really showcased where we were in the world, which is Southeast Asia. And this ancient city, I think I found the perfect spot. On one of our last visits to the southernmost city in Vietnam, we came upon a statue of Ho Chi Minh, who was the founder and first president of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. In the city of Kon Tum, we visited the oldest wooden Catholic church in southern Vietnam. Then it was on to the border of Cambodia. As we leave the border of Vietnam and ride the short distance between countries, we reach the border of Cambodia and get our first glimpse at our Cambodian handler. He's a really nice guy, and he's riding a bike. First one to be riding a bike. Most of them were riding cars. But I'm really excited about the next part of our journey. Cambodia has a lot to offer. I'm really excited about seeing the ancient temples, especially Angkor Wat and other temples, the Tomb Raider Temple, for example. If you like this video, please hit like and maybe subscribe, and come back and see our next video presentation on Cambodia.